Every year since the iPhone 12, I've made some sort of photography video about the new latest iPhone. So this year is no exception. I wanted to go out and test the capabilities of the iPhone 16 Pro in the streets of London at night and daytime. This one is the night video, so sit back, relax and enjoy it, and the day video will be coming soon. Let's go and get some photos around London and see how well this does at night time. So this evening we're going to be starting off here by the Shard. We're currently facing Tower Bridge, and the idea is I'm going to get this shot at 5 times. Now, I've done this exact video already today during the daytime. I don't know which one is going to be out first, day or night. If you haven't watched the other one, then go and watch it. If it isn't uploaded yet, subscribe, because it will be out fairly soon. So the idea is I'm going to get this shot at night time, and we're going to push this phone to its limits at night time in low light photography. So 5 times we're going to get a shot here facing Tower Bridge. Should look quite nice. You can kind of see what I'm seeing on the screen at the same time. Now, because it is low light, obviously we're going to get some movement and motion in the shots, so it's really key to be nice and still when you're taking shots, especially at 5 times. While we're here, we might as well get one at 1 times and 0.5 times, just to give a bit of perspective of how far away I am from Tower Bridge. Now, for most of this evening, I'm going to be shooting everything in RAW. So if you want to get the presets that I'm using, the colors that I'm using, there is a link below to those presets. You use them in Lightroom. They are £9, and you get 164 mobile presets, and you get 188 Lightroom desktop presets as well. So a huge bundle for £9 or $12. That is linked below. This is a nice look-up shot here. So if I face up, you can kind of see what I'm looking at. So I'm going to use the 0.5 times lens, like so. And the way that I'm going to refer to the lenses are as they say it on the screen. So 0.5, 1, 2, and 5. So all of the locations in today's video are linked below in the description if you'd like to know. But if you come down here, you get this lovely view. So you walk down here, sometimes when the tide is in, you get the tide all the way up here, but when the tide is out, you can actually go down onto this bit and find some reflections and stuff of Tower Bridge, and it gives you a little bit of a unique angle of Tower Bridge. So we'll go over here. This morning the tide was out, luckily, so this has been perfect. It means that I'm getting it in exactly the same conditions as I did earlier. This worked out so well today with the tides. So the tide's been in and gone back out, and it's ended up being exactly the same, which is great for me, because it means I can get a direct comparison between photos. Facing towards Tower Bridge, we can go at 0.5, and if we go down here, there's a puddle, and we're going to use that puddle for a nice reflection shot if we can. Positioning isn't great during the night time, so I might have to just change slightly to get more of the Tower Bridge in it. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Looks really nice actually. And because it's now nighttime, you can see Canary Wharf in the distance. I don't know if you can see it because this is obviously quite wide, but that's Canary Wharf down in the distance. So if we do a 5 times, I'll do another one of these when I go onto Tower Bridge in just a moment, because we'll get a better view of Canary Wharf when we're there. But this is very lovely, be able to come down here at night time next to Tower Bridge like this. It looks fantastic. So we'll just get one of Tower Bridge without a reflection, like so, and that looks great. I'm happy with that. We've got a reflection shot, we've got a standard shot of Tower Bridge, and if you really wanted to, there is another photo you can get down here, but I would obviously say just do it with a bit of caution. You can go the other way, going that way towards London Bridge along the waterfront, and you can get a different perspective with a reflection shot, which looks really cool. But I would say don't go down there if you've got nice shoes on, because, well, you're going to ruin them, basically. The thing I'll say is, obviously, because I've just recommended this place to you, if you're coming down here, please be careful. This is tidal, that does come in, and obviously you can get trapped by the tide, so be careful if you are coming down, because, well, I don't want anyone getting hit. When the tide is in, you can actually get some really cool perspective shots here, especially with the phone on the ultra wide at 0.5. So I'll just show you how it looks. So you can just imagine that with some water there just coming in. Be very nice. The next good shot that we're going to get, we're not going to go carry on, we're going to go down and get some shots this way as well. So down at the bottom here in the corner of these steps, you can face back towards Tower Bridge and get a shot from here, which is always very nice. So at 0.5, which is a nice shot. Okay, you get the idea of the shot. Again, all of the locations that I'm going to in this video are linked below this video in the description. So if you want to know where I've been and what I've been up to, or if you want to come to the locations, then they are down in the description. Okay, so the next spot that we've come to is this, which is it's a number 5. I know, sounds kind of silly, but it does all these cool patterns, and because it's been raining, it's quite a nice reflection shot, especially when you get some people walking in the frame as well. Even a cyclist, maybe. I think. Oh, a 5 times lens shot of the guy on the other side of the street. That's quite a nice photo. Okay, right, we're going to walk over towards the Lloyd's building now, and we'll get some shots over there. It is always really windy over there, so I'm hoping it's not too windy, because at the moment it's a bit rainy, so it might be a bit crap if it's windy as well. But we'll see. We'll get to that hurdle when we get there. The cab at 0.5, because you've got some of the buildings in the background. Okay, we've got a bus coming towards us. Or if this works, that is a hell of a shot. That looks so nice. You know what? I've never actually got that photo, even with like my normal camera. I don't know why. That's actually so wide. That looks so sick. This might be a nice shot here with the Sushi Samba neon light. I do love a neon light, for those that follow me already. I'm gonna get a bit closer. Told you it was gonna be windy. I didn't lie. It's always windy around here. So I'm tapping on the subject, well, the thing that I want to be in focus, then I'm scrolling down to change the exposure, and then I'm simply just waiting for somebody to walk through the frame. Nice. When you are out taking shots, just make sure that you are cleaning your lens on the back, because otherwise you're going to end up with, well, bad photos, essentially. Nice. That looks really good. So this is the shot that you can see up. If you look up, you can kind of see it, which is nice. And I'm at 0.5. Getting a very moody shot. It is mega windy. This is horrible. Ugh. There's this huge puddle in the middle. This never used to happen, so I don't know what's happened and why it's now doing it, but definitely adds a vibe to the shot, doesn't it? Oh God, I hope you can understand how crap this weather is. It is so cold. I'm not used to this cold. I'm not going to spend too long here because it is really windy, and I'm worried that the audio is going to be decimated because of that. But we can definitely get some nice wide angle shots here of people walking through the frame. Nice. Now, if you're wondering why I'm holding the phone upside down, it's because the camera is then lower to the ground, so you get a better perspective for the photo. Whereas if I turn it the other way around, the camera is higher, so it might not make too much difference for yourself, but for me, I think it looks a little bit better. So therefore, that's why I do it. And it also allows you to get super low to the ground. If you turn it upside down like this, you can get down low, and you can get a cool, kind of like perspective shot. Just round the side from the Lloyd's building, there is a market area, which in the evenings is normally full of businessmen and business ladies, business people, who have decided to go for a drink after work, as you can hear and see. So it's always good to come down here and get the vibe, see how it's going, see what's going on. But there's a specific shot that I want to get in here that I want to show you. So I shall show you that now. I'm going to get a 0.5 times shot. I got this shot during the day, and I want to get this shot during the evening as well, just because it is a cool photo. And the lights look really sick. That's nice. So that's the shot that I'm getting, as you can kind of see looking up. So if you go down the tube station steps, and then down the bottom is the shot that I want to get. I don't know if it's actually going to work with the lighting, but we will see. Okay, yeah, it's too bright at the moment, so let's make it a bit darker, and then we're just going to wait for somebody to walk into the frame. Couldn't have been more perfect. What an absolute hero. That worked out very well, didn't it? There we go, perfect, done. Didn't have to wait as long as I thought. The photo that I want to get here on London Bridge is a shot of Tower Bridge. So in order to get the shot that I want, I'm going to have to stand on this thing here, which gives me a better perspective of Tower Bridge on the other side. So we go 5 times, try and be as stable as possible. There are some people just stood in the frame, which actually kind of adds to it a little bit, which isn't too bad. Personally, in this type of scenario, I'd be using the 5 times lens, and that's because it creates compression. So what that means is it draws in the background and brings it closer to the foreground. Right, we're going to cross over to the other side. 0.5 shot of the shard. So for this shot, I'm going to be going onto the 1 times lens. I'm just standing over here. There is actually someone stood in the frame, which kind of helps, which is helpful. And 0.5 as well, because why not? Nice. I think we'll do a 5 times photo. So as they get to the top of the steps, they'll be framed with St. Paul's, which I think would be quite nice. I'm going to get 1 shot of St. Paul's at 1 times here. That looks actually really cool. Bit windy, so if it is a bit crap on the audio, I am very sorry. Might be quite nice to get a shot of Tower Bridge at 5 times from here, actually. So during the daytime POV video that I did with the 16 Pro, I was unable to get a proper reflection shot here because it was raining too much. But now it stopped raining, so we might be able to get a nice reflection shot of St. Paul's if there's not too much rain droplets on this. But by the looks of things, it looks like there is. But that's okay, we can still get the shot because it looks really cool. Oh, there is a bit of a reflection, which is nice. Yeah, that works, that's good. Nice. That looks good. Totally up a bit so you can see. And then we can get 1 at 5 times. 5 times is actually a little bit too punched in. But we'll get a shot of 1 times in landscape. So slippy. And then down the end, we'll get the generic shot. It's kind of weird doing this twice in one day because obviously now I've just done the exact same thing twice in a day, which is a bit weird, but I feel like I'm repeating myself. Obviously you guys don't know that, but for me, I'm just literally repeating myself today. Doing the same thing, getting some shots in landscape, and we'll get it in portrait as well. So there's actually a shot here that I've never got before, which looks pretty cool. St. Paul's is down in the distance there, so I'm going to go 0.5. Sorry, not 0.5. I'm going to go 5 times. I'm going to make sure that the exposure is quite far down, so I'm going to make sure it's quite dark. because I like that St. Paul's is just poking its head through, and then over here we have the Shard just poking through as well. The photo that I want to get at 5 times here of St. Paul's is facing Waterloo Bridge, and then as a bus goes across the frame, it actually looks really nice. So there's a bus coming through now. I think I've got the wrong settings because I think I made it a bit too dark. But there is a bus coming through. Let's see if we can get it in time. Okay, going through the frame now. I think that actually worked out pretty good. Yeah, it's obviously not as good as it would be if you were using like a prime lens and punching in, but that being said, I think it looks pretty good considering it's from a phone. But maybe we can get a shot of the driver at 5 times. So one of my favorite shots to get in Chinatown in London is, of course you guys know, Beijing dumpling, because you get a lot of condensation on the inside and you can see the workers and stuff, which is nice. Oh, that hits hard. That is sick. I rate that a lot. So I'm going to tap a focus on the window, and then I'm exposing for the light, and then we're getting a nice crossover. So if I do one at 1 times as well. Yeah, I think 5 times is definitely the lens for this. So we'll do it in a landscape shot as well. But I need to take a couple steps back to get the shot. Nice. And that is Beijing dumpling in Chinatown, which is my favorite window in the whole of London. Just because you get the condensation. There's other windows like it. I don't know why I like it that much. I like it. You get the condensation, you get the light. It all looks really nice. So I like it and I rate it. It's actually another cool shot. I'll take it with the 1 times lens. Oh, that's nice. You can get all the steam and everything coming off. And then you got the double exposure, like the reflection in the background and everything. That's nice. I'm gonna get a video as well because it's a vibe. Okay, so we are coming to the end of the video soon. Just gonna get a shot here with these neon lights, which is nice. It'll give us a good indication of how the phone performs with neon lights. Nothing coming, so I think we'll get a nice wide angle shot. Yeah, I think if I get low to the ground with this red neon sign. I did get this last year, so it'd be a nice little comparison. Truth be told, I am absolutely shattered, and it has been a mammoth of a day because I've shot the day and the night video for this phone in 1 day, and it's just been a long day. So we're going to finish up here on Piccadilly. I'm going to get a couple more shots and then we will be all finished up and done. Look, to be honest, it's a great phone. Okay, I love the phone. It's fantastic. If you have the 15 Pro or 15 Pro Max, I don't think it's worth the upgrade personally. I don't think you need to upgrade it. However, if you have the 12, the 13 or the 14, then yes, I think you should go ahead and upgrade. If you're one of those people with the 12, the 13 or 14, I don't think that you need to upgrade. I think wait until next year. The camera improvements are very marginal in comparison to the 15 Pro. So I don't think it's necessary if you are looking to upgrade. There are some quirks like the camera control, and I think in the right setting, maybe it works. I think they made the mistake of putting it too far down. I think they should move the lock button up and then put this below the lock button, because it would fit nicely for portrait and it would still be fine for taking the landscape shots. So either that or make it a bit longer so it makes sense. At the moment, the camera control kind of sits where this part of your hand sits on the Pro, so then you end up pressing it by mistake. So if you do want to download my presets, there's a link in the description. They're £9 only for a ton of presets. And on top of that, you can just go ahead and get them for desktop too. So they're mobile and desktop You get a absolute ton of them. There's a description, there's a link in the description, go and check them out. And all of the photos in today's video have been edited with my presets. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Again, link in the description to the presets for how I've edited these photos in today's video. With all that being said, create more, stress less, and I'll see you in the next one.